Timing is 9:30 to 10:30. Hope you all are flexible. So any issues are there with timings, let me know initially only. So only in the starting sessions, means demo classes means we'll wait for the students. Okay, but generally we'll start the session at 9:30. Okay. Duration is 35 days. Classes are from Monday to Friday. Okay, Monday to Friday, 3D sessions will be there. So you can practice after session whenever you want. And Saturday and Sunday, no theory sessions, no class on Saturday and Sunday. But if you have any doubts, you can definitely message me through Telegram. If you are practicing on Saturday and Sunday, if you are practicing, so theoretically or practically, if you have any doubts, you can contact me through Telegram. You'll get my Telegram link. Once you register with this course, you'll get the Telegram link also. So you can join to that link. Through that link, you can join. So I'll be available, and you'll get a group also. So you'll be in that group. For your batch, they will create a group. They'll add you into the Telegram group. So the group is permanent. Okay, it means that after finishing the course also, if you have any doubts, you're practicing something. If you have any doubts, definitely you can message me, or you're working somewhere. So work related, Linux based, if you have any queries. Okay, so further you're doing any course, DevOps, AWS, there if you have any doubts in Linux, definitely you can come back. This group is permanent, as I told you. Anytime you can contact me through Telegram. Okay, and in the classroom, if I'm explaining something, so you're not clear what I'm explaining, you can ask me there itself. You can ask me, no need to wait. You can ask me there itself. If you can't speak, you can message me on the chat box also. We have chat box, right? Just message me there. I will read, and 100% I will respond. I will explain any doubts you have. And remember, this is not at all free course. You're paying because you want someone to support you. Because nowadays we have many ways to learn. We have YouTube, you have Wikipedia, we have different ways to learn subject. But you choose this class because you want someone help. You want someone support actually. You want to discuss with someone, right? So that is the reason you're joining here. You're planning to join. So use it properly.
Ma'am,
I'm
I
there
have one question.
100% from my side. I will support. Okay.
Ma'am, I
Any
have one
doubts,
question.
any queries, any questions is there, you can ask me in the classroom. Any something command I'm explaining. You're not clear in the command. You can ask me. Definitely I'll repeat. I'll show you output again. But whenever I'm explaining something, first I'll explain, I'll show you practically, and I'll make a note also. Okay. Whatever I explain, I'll make a note and I'll share with you. Everything clearly, step by step, I'll make a note and I will share. So no need to worry about the notes. But if you want to write your own running notes also, you can write. That is your wish. But I will share. From my side,
Ma'am,
I will share. If you just follow the notes, that is enough. Yeah, you're asking something? Okay. And whether you have knowledge in Linux or not, from my side means I'll explain from the starting, beginning, from very basics. What is Linux? So why we use Linux? Very basics, from very basics. I'll explain everything. If you know, if you have knowledge or not. If you have already some basic knowledge, or if you have good knowledge, fine. This is just refreshment for you. You're learning something new, or you're refreshing your knowledge again. Okay. And if you don't know anything also, no need to worry, because I'll give from basics. Zero knowledge you have. You don't know anything about networking. You don't know anything about Linux. Okay. You just have one laptop with Windows operating system, or you have a computer with Windows operating system. That is enough. I will take care of rest of the things. Everything I'll take care. I'll make sure that you're clear. Everyone, every student are clear in the concept. Then I'll go with another topic. Okay, and remember, Linux is not at all difficult. If you understand, Linux is very interesting concept. It is not at all difficult. Don't think that Linux means commands. Commands are difficult to remember. Don't don't think like this. Yes, Linux works with commands, but commands are not difficult. And one more thing, no need to remember, no need to by heart the commands. If you understand the concept, that is enough. See, in every class, say for example, like this, I'll make a note. Whatever I explain, like this, clearly I'll give how to zoom in, how every command, use of the command, everything. I'll make a note like this and I will share with you. If you just follow these commands, that is enough. And something servers I'm explaining also, I'll explain about the servers. I'll make a note like this. What is the use of server? How to configure the server? Everything. I'll make a note. And I'll make sure that you're clear on all the concept. Okay. So, and coming to topics.
Ma'am,
Today,
actually, I lost the connection. Can you explain me again the thing you have just told?
yeah. That's what I'm telling is, whenever I explain something, the concepts, I'll make a note like this and I'll explain it clearly. So everything step by step. Like this, I'll make a note, the command and use of the command, everything. I'll make a note like this. Example, this is. So Linux works with commands only, but commands are not difficult and no need to remember the commands also. No need to remember each and every commands. The basic commands which we use regularly, definitely you will understand the commands and you'll remember the commands. So, and coming to the classes. So content today is just introduction part only. So today we'll just check how many is coming for the class. So this is the introduction part. And tomorrow I'll explain about the advantages of Linux.
Ma'am, I have one question.
Yeah.
Actually, I have done my BTech in electrical engineering in 2016.
Okay.
I am working in an Allen Career Institute. I think you are aware of it. In
Yes.
administration, I'm not a faculty. I'm currently working as an administrator.
Right.
So the thing is that I wanted to switch in IT industry. Is it useful for me to join this course, or how it is going to help me? It is going for me. Is it this course going to help me in the future to join some courses? Sorry, to join some IT jobs, or can I get some benefit?
Definitely. Now, for networking, first of all, it is evergreen networking. And Linux is the basic nowadays in networking. And for
Mm-hmm.
further anything for AWS, DevOps, shell scripting, for everything, Linux is basic. Even Oracle, people who are working with Oracle, they also require Linux. And organizations are switching to Linux operating system. If you have different career, I mean up to now you are in different, right? So now if you are
Yeah,
switching
yeah.
to Linux also, networking also, that's fine. So you can find the jobs, but for 1 year, uh, until you get the 1 or 2 years experience, you may struggle, but after that you will see the good career growth in your job,
Mm-hmm.
because more openings are there as a system administrator, network engineer, DevOps admin. We have different profiles were there. And first thing, Linux is basic for all the courses now.
Okay.
Ma'am,
So
we will
many
be
job roles are there. Linux system administrator, DevOps engineer, cloud engineer,
Means
site reliability engineer.
I'm just worrying about one thing, that there is a huge gap between my this switching the role. Means almost 9 years.
9 years, are you working in different field? You're working, right? You may have
Yes.
gap, but you're working, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
So yes, you can tell them that you want to switch to Linux because you're not, I mean, you want to switch to networking because you're
Mhm,
not, you want to improve your technical knowledge. You don't want to work in non-technical field. So
mhm.
that is the reason you switch it to networking. You can tell that.
Okay.
And regarding that, I will share the resume and I will guide you on it.
Okay, ma'am. Sure. Thank you for that.
Ma'am, what is the image we will be using? Like in
Sorry?
which version? Like which version? Like CentOS, RHL? Like in where we will be?
CentOS we are using.
Okay.
And the fees, someone asked me fees, right? It's 5,000. And so tomorrow I'll explain about advantages of Linux. What is Linux? Means you know that is it is an operating system. Why Linux? Why people are switching to Linux? Why technologies are coming with Linux? Means there are some futures. So that we'll see in our tomorrow's session. After that, file system hierarchy. See, once we install Windows operating system, if you open your C drive, there you can see default folders like administrator, user, libraries, documents. You can see different folders. Similarly, in Linux also, after entering into the operating system, you can see default directories. In Windows, we call folder. In Linux, we call directories. So what are the default directories we get in Linux? That I will explain. What is the use of each directory? And after that, OS installation. How to install operating system. Okay, see, if you want to practice Linux means, first of all, we must install the operating system, right? So how to install the operating system, I will show. And then basic commands. Basic commands like how to enter into the operating system, means how to log in into computer, where we execute commands, how to zoom in, how to zoom it, how to change the font, how to check the calculator, calendars, everything, how to shut down the machine, how to restart the machine, all the basics I'll explain. Because you're very new to Linux operating system, right? So everything, it's like you can say it is like spoon feed. I will give everything 100%. Basics I'll explain here. And there only, in basics only, I'll explain creating files. Creating files. To create files, we have different methods like cat, touch, vi, how to create the files. Using that, I will show. Creating directories. Directories means folders. Okay. So how to remove files or directories, how to copy, how to move from one location to another location. So everything I'll show here. Okay. Basic commands, it may take 3 days time for you. Creating files using different methods, copy commands, delete commands, so many commands are there. VEditor, in that VEditor is very important. This is also one of the method to create file, but in real time we use this method only to create files. It is like our notepad. So this separately I'll explain. This is very important because we use this in real time regularly to create files. And after that, filter commands, or we say basic shell commands. These are used to check the content of a file as per user requirement. This I will explain. We have so many filter commands like grub, scd, head, tail. We have so many commands. We have all these commands I'll explain. After that, user administration. How to create a user after entering to the operating system. How to create the user. And how to modify the users, how to delete the users. So that I'll explain here theoretically and practically. Then group administration. Once we create a user, so how to add the users into a group, how to modify it, what is the use of creating the group, everything I'll explain. And after this, file permissions. Once we create a file or a directory, we get default permissions like read, write, execute. Read, execute will get permissions. So what is permission? What is default permission? What is the use of permission? How to modify the permissions? That I'll explain here. Then ACLs, access control list. This we call advanced file permissions. How to apply the permission to a particular user or a particular group of people, that I'll explain here. And after that, partitions. After entering to the operating system, if you want to create partitions in your hard disk, how to create partition. Okay, so using standard, how to create standard partition, logical volumes, swap partition, and RAID partition. We have different types of partition. So all this separately, one by one, I'll explain. Each will take 1 day time. Okay, and after that, I'll go with network introduction. We can say network administration part. First part is system administration, second part is network administration. For easy understanding, I divided like that. So here I'll explain how to assign IP address, how to change the computer names. Okay, I'll explain here. And after that, package management. RPM and M are the package managers which are used for installing, uninstalling, updating, and checking the packages, means softwares. In Windows, if you want to install, uninstall, update, or check any packages, means what we do? We do nothing. If you want to install any software, if you want, means simple, we'll get the exe file, we'll download the exe file, or we'll copy the exe file. Then just double click on it, next, finish. That is in Windows. But in Linux, it is not like that. If you want to use any software, if you want to install any software, if you want to uninstall any software, or if you want to update any software, using package managers, like package managers means RPM and M. Using this package managers, we can do that. So what is package management? What is the difference between RPM and M? That I will explain. Okay. And after this, how to configure M. RPM you will get along with the operating system. No need to configure it separately. But if you want to use M means we need to configure it. So what is the difference between RPM and M? How to configure M? That I will explain. And after that, NFS, network file sharing. This is the server which is used to share files from one system to another system. So we'll discuss about NFS, network file sharing server. And after that, Samba. This is also used for sharing the data from one device to another device. FTP, file transfer protocol, which is used for uploading and downloading the files in different geographical areas. This I'll explain. Then DHCP, which is used to assign IP addresses automatically. Apache web server. This is used for deploying the web pages, means creating for the web pages. And DNS, which is used to convert IP to name and name to IP. NIS, Network Interconnection Server or Service, which is used to access users centrally. These are all the servers. Okay, so everything I'll explain here. Also, breaking super user password, that also I'll show. Okay, so these are very important and easy also. It is not at all difficult. Easily you can understand the concept. These are the main concepts we'll discuss in the classroom. Some more small topics also will be there, like SSH, which is used to access destination PC remotely through command line interface. We have some more topics. I'll explain those all the topics. So whatever the topics I mentioned here, 100% I will cover all the topics, no doubt. So we have a time period, right? Sometimes extra 1 2 days I may take, because if the class something in middle of the class you asked anything, if the class session is not completed today, example today I decided to explain about user administration, but when I explaining user administration you have lots of doubts, I'm clarifying the doubts, I may not complete the topic on the day, so next day I will complete. I will not go fast. I'll not skip the topics. Okay, so I may take extra time for 1 or 2 days extra. I will not take, but I may take. Okay, but I will complete the sessions on time. Definitely, I'll complete the sessions on time. So these are the main topics we are going to cover in this session. You want to ask me anything regarding these concepts?
Ma'am, the DHCP server installation in CentOS and like in Red Hat, are the process almost same or like it is different?
CentOS and Red Hat or Red Hat Linux and CentOS operating systems work same only. Only view difference. That's it. Commands are same. Everything is same. So
Okay.
for in client machines we use CentOS only. No difference in the commands. Only
Sure.
view is different. That's it. When you open the operating system, view is different. Commands work same. Previously, in old versions, bit different is there, but now it is working same. Commands are same now.
Sure. Thank you, ma'am.
And OS installation, I will show through virtual machine. I'll install the Linux operating system using virtual machine. I'll show that also. I will share the virtual machine link also. I will share, and ISO file image I will share through Telegram. Yeah. So anything else you want to ask me? Anyone?
No, ma'am, I think you have answered all queries.
Actually, I just gave the information about the content, no? So you may not get any questions, but tomorrow I'll start explaining advantages of Linux. What are the advantages we have? Futures of Linux I'll explain tomorrow. Theory part that was. So attend the session as it is a free demo session only, no? Attend the session. If you are clear what I am explaining, you clear the concepts and the way I explain, if you are able to understand, so then you can continue with the sessions. You can decide. Okay. So attend the sessions. It will very useful for you. Linux administration future is there. But attend tomorrow's session. If you are clear the way I explain the concepts, then you can decide.
Okay, sure, ma'am. Understood.
Is that fine?
Yes.
Yes.
Done. So tomorrow we'll meet at 9:30 and try to be on time. If you guys are there on 9:30, I'll not wait for other students. I'll start the session.
The 35 days are including the demo or excluding demo?
Sorry?
The 35 days class you are taking is including demos or excluding
Today's
demo?
class is not included. Today's class is not included. And tomorrow onwards, I will go as per my schedule, the concepts I will start.
Okay.
Tomorrow, no demos, like tomorrow, free class only. But it's not like again introduction. If new student is joined again introduction, it is nothing like that. I'll go with my class flow.
Like you are going to with the demo classes, you are going with the 3 days that you are going to learn the concept as well.
You clear, right?
Okay, okay.
Fine. So we'll meet tomorrow at 9:30 a.m.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
You're
Thank
going
you
to
so
share
much for
the
the session.
content list.
Thank you.